Hey guys, Insight Factory just updated their Etsy trending search terms feature to include a keywords for beginners option where it does its best to serve up high demand, relatively high demand, obviously, and low competition niches that are based on recent Etsy sales data, basically using the last 7 days, as well as monitoring Etsy search volume for trends, for spikes in interest. It's really good for identifying, again, short-term opportunities for specifically Etsy potential sales, and it's geared towards print-on-demand sellers like you and I. So in this video, I want to walk you through how to use it with a live demo. So let's go. So when you guys jump on over here to Insight Factory, just go ahead and click Get Started. It'll take you back here to the dashboard. And on the left-hand side, go ahead and click Etsy Trends. Now, they give you trending current niches right here. So even at a high level, if you don't really know what direction to lean towards in terms of niche selection, they're serving you up what is basically trending right now. So for instance, if we wanted to look at St. Patrick's Day, we could click that. I think we should be looking ahead to Easter though, as that is coming up in a few weeks and St. Patrick's Day already passed. All right, so by clicking Easter, the first thing you'll see is that it's not exclusively print on demand, but what we can do here, and they try to gear it towards like POD sellers, like either digital downloads or, wall art, apparel, clothing, etc. But what I would invite us to do is go ahead and click beginner friendly. So you can see here, this is for premium members of Insight Factory only. It shows keywords with competition lower than 2,500 and a good sales signal. That's over the last 7 days. They're monitoring for increased sales volume. So in this case, go ahead and just click that switch and you'll notice that, and it's constantly, by the way, they're constantly scanning Etsy listings for new opportunities. Literally before I hit record, they've already introduced some new options that weren't here just a couple minutes ago. So one here that may be interesting, and oh yeah, you can also sort by sales potential, competition, etc., or even category. So if we want to just say clothing, we can do that and filter out the non-clothing items, just so you know. So the filters are pretty much always there. I've done previous videos on Insight Factory where I show how I will just do like a keyword search, filter by recurrent, basically by recent sales. I love that they have these column headers, or in this case, just category drop downs that really help me hone in on a specific thing. Even if I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, I might know that, hey, I want to sell t-shirts today, or I want to gear my research process for t-shirts, not digital downloads or something. So NICU, what does that even say? Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. So they're targeting the nursing niche, but it's a sub niche of the nursing niche, cross niche with Easter. I love that as an idea. Let's get some more information on this. I'm going to go ahead and click details. And this wasn't there prior to us enabling the beginner friendly toggle. Sorry for interrupting. I wanted to let you know that linked in the description, you can find my free print on demand mini course that is completely new for 2023. If you sign up, it'll help you get your first sale. And down there, you'll find a link to my print on demand Facebook group. I hope you'll join the community. So after clicking that, it took us over here to the keyword tool, and it filled in the primary keywords associated with that listing that it had identified as being a good opportunity for beginners. I mean, hey, beginners or experts alike. If it's a high demand, potentially low competition opportunity, you know that, I'm all about that. That's what I'm looking for here. That's why I'm using Insight Factory. So it says right here, 1,900 results in terms of competition, which may sound like a lot, but guys, considering that we're talking print on demand here, that's really not that bad. Good sales signal, 23 of 60 listings on first page of Etsy results had at least one sale during the past week. Yes, they're able to track that. It's something Etsy actually makes publicly visible, but it's a lot easier to track when you have, let's just say, bots, essentially, you know what I mean? Web crawlers that apps like Insight Factory and their developers have set up. And then they say low search volume. So look at the sales signal to decide if it's a good keyword. Now, when it says low search volume, this is all a relative basis. Like if you say high search volume, it would just be like saying, okay, delete NICU nurse and say Easter shirt, right? We search Easter shirt. We know that that search volume is going to flip to extremely high. So I'm not scared off by low search volume. Like I said, right here, look at the sales signal. 23 of 60 listings on the first page of Etsy search results had a sale in the last week. To me, That's a screaming opportunity. Now we can actually scroll down further. This is where it gets really good, guys. Right here in one button, we can copy the best-selling tags. So I just pasted them into the top of my web browser here. You can see Easter nurse shirt, NICU, Easter shirt, neonatal nurse shirt, bunny nurse shirt, Easter bunny nurse shirt, NICU nurse Easter, Easter gift nurse, NICU squad team crew. So essentially, guys, 13 tags. Remember how long it used to take to get tags for our listings? I don't know about you, but in my first Etsy shop, I've said this before, I manually uploaded about 1,200 products. That meant doing the title, description I didn't do that much with, doing 13 tags every single time, doing a custom mock-up. Yeah, I rolled my sleeves up and I did the blue collar, white collar Etsy shop work, if you will. But now you can just click one button and copy the best selling tags, not just random tags, but the best selling tags associated with this niche, which in this case came from the Easter trend within the Etsy trends, all right, that it identified as a beginner friendly trend, right, of NICU nurse Easter shirt. You can also use their AI tool. They've integrated it now into this screen to generate a title. So instead of having to go to the other screen to use the AI title and description generator, click generate title, boom. Now you've got your title. If you don't like it, you can regenerate it with one click. If you click generate description, it's going to actually take you to the other screen, okay? And it's going to feed in the product tags. The more information it has to work with, the better the AI is going to perform. You click generate product description, guys. And then down here, you've got a description. Of course, you can also click it again to regenerate your description if you're not happy with it. But we've looked at this in the past and it tends to be pretty good. Now I'm going to go back. All right, back to where we were. You can view related keywords and it actually gives us information on each keyword. So I'm going to click that. And here you can see the top related search term is NICU nurse. All right, and you can see NICU nurses. Now nurse and nurses, pretty much the same thing. NICU nurse gifts, NICU nurse shirt, NICU nurse quotes. All right, so you can see what people are looking for related to this. I don't know, I want to call it high level niche. It's a high level niche within the NICU nurse niche on Etsy, but it's a sub niche of Easter shirts on Etsy as the Etsy trends data, basically presented to us. We didn't say Easter nurse, we just said Easter on the Insight Factory Etsy trends tool. And then we enabled beginner friendly and it detected this NICU neonatal intensive care unit shirt as potentially a good opportunity based on the data that again is publicly available, but because they have the web crawlers, it's basically packaging it together for us, making it as easy as possible to identify this opportunity. It's about as good as it can get, guys. It basically gives you the months with the highest search volume. So in this case, it's estimating like NICU nurse, by the way. It's not NICU nurse Easter here. This is just NICU nurse. So it's saying if you want to just tackle that niche as a whole, you can see 40,000 competition, give or take. Recent sales signal is very strong. In terms of months where you can expect the highest sales, February, June, September, October, November. Is it evergreen? Yes, it is. If you were to put NICU nurse Easter, would it be evergreen? No, it wouldn't, right? Because Easter we know is going to be seeing the most sales in March and April. Beyond this, guys, I mean, this is just one example. You can obviously keep scrolling through here as well. And the same thing that I described applies here. You can sort by 7-day sales and see what similar shirts are selling the best. You can look at favorites if you want to. You can sort by release date and see what recent sales are doing, or what recent listings, recently uploaded listings to Etsy, how they're doing. Oftentimes, the more recently they were uploaded, the least sales they're going to have. That's why if we're selling on Etsy, we want to temper our expectations for recently uploaded products. But also, this is a great way if I was just to sort by 7-day sales and just look at how they're being framed. You know what I mean? Look at what mockups are being used, how they're structuring the mockups, what color shirt they're using in the primary mockup, how they're approaching design, because Etsy definitely has its own kind of vibe. I think it's a little bit of a departure from what we're used to on Amazon that we typically see succeeding on Amazon. So all these things are worth considering. And before we wrap up, guys, quick peek at St. Patrick's Day. We have the beginner friendly already enabled. So if we want to disable that, we can, but let's just go ahead and enable it. And it's not, when it says beginner friendly, again, just a reminder, it's looking for lower competition with a good sales signal. This is exactly what we want as e-commerce sellers in general, whether it's print on demand or anything else. It's seeing an increase in recent sales and seeing ideally low competition. Of course, the competition barometer is always going to be relative. Like I always say, guys, oh, Ryan, are you scared of the saturation? Well, today is the least saturated it's likely ever going to be. So get started ASAP, because tomorrow's probably going to be more saturated. The day after that's always going to be more saturated. So when we even think of competition, again, it's on a relative basis. When we were looking at the NICU nurse and it said, 1.9K results, 1,900 results. Is that a lot? Is that a little? Again, it's all relative. But in this case today, I would say that's pretty good. So here you go, guys. Again, looking at St. Patrick's Day. Again, this is in the past. You'd probably want to go back to Easter and continue to scroll and just see what is trending that Insight Factory's identified as a low competition, high demand opportunity. Again, you just click more details, right? You click more details, it takes you to the other screen. The most useful stuff that you're going to find are probably going to be those top buttons that say things like copy tags, copy best-selling tags, generate title, generate description, etc. Of course, it never hurts also to just scroll through the bestsellers and study what customers' preference is in this sub niche. All right, guys, check out Insight Factory. Of course, I'm going to link to it at the top of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if that's the case, or if you have any questions, please like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.